Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Here we go. 504 Fan Cave.
We live, son.
We live.
We live. We got manuals.
You reached Ivan's voicemail.
I think it's a normal
Maybe
thing
I'm
that we
busy.
do. all
We
the time.
pretty
maybe
much
I just
normally
didn't wanna
reach
talk.
Ivan's voicemail, right?
Yeah, I think
Be
we
that
get,
as it may.
whoa. Be that as it may, your boy ends up saying something like,
This is so weird.
I'll get in touch
Oh,
with
I
you,
see, I
or
see.
maybe I'll call you back, or maybe I won't.
Your camera there.
Right.
All right. We got that one dialed in. All right. I'm looking pretty dialed in. 5 is looking pretty dialed in. Boom. 504 Fan Cave.
We want you guys to understand that we're not professionals, by the way, by any means. We are just professionally doing it off the cuff and talking to the people about what they need. You understand? That's kind of where we at.
We're pro amateurs.
Pro amateurs. I like
Yeah.
that word.
Pro
So yeah, so we got a nice guest on our list here tonight. I know the Saints are 1-5, Jay, and people's spirits are down, brother.
I don't know. I understand nobody likes to have their team lose, but I'm still having a great time this football season, watching the Saints play, watching them develop them, watching them learn. It's all happening for the Saints this year. This is a reality check.
Is
I feel
this
like
only
this is
Good
reality.
Vibes News Network? I thought this was just
The
504
Fan
Cave.
Cave. No, we try to bring the good vibes in people's lives in general, baby.
It got to blends in, right, one into the other.
Well, I'll tell you, we can't get Ivan on the phone. I know what he's gonna say.
He's gonna call. What you think? What you think he's gonna say?
He's gonna say, "Oh, we look so bad this week."
We were terrible. It was a terrible situation over here.
Oh, we look so
And so
bad.
we got Mack the Clown too. You know, Mack the Quack, the old school, longest painted fan.
Oh yeah, he's a classic.
Yeah, he's been
He's a
doing
New
it.
Orleans
He was
class.
in what's that? 78. He was dressing up as in costume, supporting the Saints.
That is amazing.
1978.
That is amazing.
So that was 3 years after they opened up the
That
Superdome.
is positive.
So he must have been 3 years. He was going over to Tulane Stadium. That's a good question to ask him right there. We're going to have Mr. Nigel Hall, ladies and gentlemen, also from Lettuce. Nigel has been a lifetime Washington Redskins fan, and not only has been a Washington Redskins fan, but he came to New Orleans, and you know what happens in New Orleans, huh, Jay?
What's that?
You fall in love with her.
You fall in love with them Saints?
But I'm not going to go that far with him, but I think he found himself a New Orleans lady.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Now you got
That
it.
you come down here and suddenly
He found himself.
you find yourself a lady.
Yeah, you know, like they got California girls, they got New Orleans ladies. No, my man's got himself a New Orleans lady.
They sashay by. I hear. So
I see.
hear.
You
They
got,
sashay
you got a New Orleans lady
I
yourself.
got a New Orleans lady.
Mr. West Virginia.
Mr. West Virginia came down here and got him some local produce,
See
as
what I'm
they
saying?
say. Some ripe tomatoes.
People might be moving out of New Orleans, baby, but people are moving in New Orleans, baby. You understand? So, yeah, so we got those 3 guests. Let me give Ivan a little text here, and if you don't text back, we're going to just go ahead and jump on
Yeah, go
over
ahead
to
and call
Max.
Mac.
Yeah, give Mac a shout. But I know I was going to call him second.
You know, I really thought the Saints were looking good for about the first quarter and a half. I really was like, wow, we have a chance here. Like pretty much right up to halftime, and then boy, turnover city. I'll tell you that did not help.
No. You know, as far as the game went, for me, I'll be give you my little synopsis, this little elevator pitch of the bad, and the bad.
So no good, bad, and ugly, just the bad, and bad today.
No, there was some good. The good was we can see clearly now that we should give Shook a chance.
You think so? You think that's the deal?
I don't
now,
know,
huh?
man. I mean, 1-5, right? I mean, what are you gonna do? 1-8, and then give him a shot? I mean, you got, you know, I just think, I mean, damn, it's so hard to think about how many losses that your boy has. I mean, Rattler, as Freeman would say, is pretty much a loser.
Skippy's
Awesome, man.
Skippy's 12-1.
All right. So,
Oh wait, 1-12. I keep mixing them up. He's 1-12.
dude, it's only 17 games, bro. Get your math together, bro. My
No,
boy
but I'm
was-
saying he's 1-12, like as an NFL
Oh,
starter.
yeah,
period.
yeah,
like
yeah,
overall,
yeah. I
like
think so. It might be worse than that though. I think because I remember he had lost 10 in a row, then he won one, and then I couldn't remember. We lost again, so it had to be 11. Has it been two games since we lost, or what? Since we won,
since we won, yeah,
2 games.
2 games.
Okay, so
Oh
there
wait,
you
was
go.
last week the week we won? Last week was the week we won, or no?
No, we won. We lost. We won at home against the Giants.
That's right. We won against the Giants.
And then we played who and lost. We played someone else at home and lost.
The Bills, the
No.
Seahawks. Come on, who?
I mean, dude,
The Patriots.
there you go. So we were gonna have some Patriots fans calling, but we didn't really have enough time for them. I'm gonna go ahead and
Looks like we got time for anybody now.
reach
We
out to
got
call
nobody.
Mackey Mack over here,
Call Mack
and
the
everyone's
Quack.
gonna have to hang in there. Alrighty, good old Mack the Quack. You know that guy is one of my favorite super fans. I'm not gonna kid you. I mean, he is a quality guy. I'm gonna get him on the phone and
I think I know why.
what's going on, fiddleization?
Oh, I gotta put these antennas on for this thing.
Dude, we're not paying road. They didn't pay us for no free advertisement, bro.
Hello, this is Mac. May I help you, please?
Hey Mac, hop on, bro.
Hey, how you doing there, Whistle?
Right, we got Mackie live on Fan Cave 504
Welcome to the 504 Fan Cave, man.
with Whistle and Jamie, who is my co-host and fiddler.
How you doing, guys? How
What's
y'all
going
doing?
on, Mac? How you doing, man? Being the longest time painted super fan out there. How's it going, man?
I'm doing fine. It's I know it's a rebuilding year, and I'm not really worried about the Saints. I like the coach, and it's just troubles me that we get so many injuries that it kills us.
Yep.
Unfortunately, we lost 2 players this last Sunday, and
Oh my goodness, man! That's
Yeah.
we lost Miller, and with I
Yeah,
think
they
he
got
said ACL, and I think that Eric McCoy is out with a bicep.
yeah, he has a torn bicep muscle. Man, that's something else,
They're
man.
both out for
But
the season, man.
that hurts.
So Mac, why don't you, for those our listeners out there and our viewers who don't know who Mack the Quack the clown is, who that clown is what their technical name is. But how did you get started with liking the Saints, Mac? I mean, I always ask this question to folks just so they know who they're talking to and how, what your relationship is and why you think the way that you think, most people. So if they know that the way that this person hypothesis comes out and they have just been a fan like my wife since they won the Super Bowl, then she's going to be wondering, why are we not winning the Super Bowl again? But for a person who's been there longer, like me or yourself, we know that's not the case. So when did
Well, let me
when's your
tell you
first
something.
remembrance of the Saints?
Okay. I'm not a quack. Basically, I was in high school in San Antonio, originally in New Orleans, but I went to a boarding school in St. Anthony's Seminary in San Antonio, and I heard that we were going to have a team. And I just said, that's great. I'm going to be a Saints fan. Well, that's when I came home. Basically, I would go to the games, and I actually married a girl that really was a truly Saints fan. She was there at the very first game in the
Tulane?
San Gilliam, at Tulane Stadium. She was she even regretted leaving early when Dempsey kicked the actual field goal from 60 yards, and so when I met her, I knew she was a Saints fan. We would go to Saints fan the games as a date, and go. That would be our date going to the games. Well, I ended up marrying a girl, and one of the things we said when we were married that we were going to get season Saints tickets, and
Come
we were
on,
there.
come on. Hold on.
Yeah, that was
Hold on. You can't just speed right by that one, Mac. So you've been going to the game since you were at the Tulane Stadium, right?
Yeah, I've been
And then-
going to the game when I was in town, and basically once they settled in the dome, I had not missed
1975, right? That's when I think it's
Yeah.
75, yeah.
Basically, and we bought season tickets in '78, and I didn't miss a home game in the dome since that time.
How old were you in '78, if you don't mind me asking, when you got married or whatever?
Okay, I was. Let's see. Whoa. 78. I was 20.
I put you on the spot there, Mac.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I told my wife I was younger, so it always threw.
Well, I think you're safe with that one right now, whether you tell her or not, right?
Oh, she know better. And the thing is, okay, I was 28, I believe.
Wow. Okay, man, that's amazing. So
And
here's a
we
young
had
Mac,
season-
28 years old, got married, bought season tickets, and you've had season tickets and supporting the New Orleans Saints since 1978. So
Yeah, that's 4 seasons.
So immediately, did you get did you wear the costume then, or you didn't wear it then, or?
No, I wore a wig. Basically, I was kind of like a cheerleader from high school.
Okay,
Well,
so when you say wig, you mean like so were you always
I wore a
the
rainbow
Who Dat
wig.
clown? Okay, a rainbow
I
wig.
wore a rainbow wig. I wore a tinsel wig. People would start asking me, "What are you going this time?" I change up. There's one time I
okay.
wore kind of like when, put it this way, when Dick became coach, I said, I got to change my image here. I'm going to, I actually came as like a centurion, okay, with a helmet on it. Actually, the lady who did the costumes for the Centurion Parade said, I'll make you a black and white, black and gold costume for you. But that don't, when I seen Ditka frown at that, I said, I'm not going to do that anymore.
So wait a minute. Wait. So you would when did you solidify just the clown? Like when was it? Like,
Basically, well, I started wearing the yellow wigs all the time, and I actually put the nose on when we had our first playoff game in the Dome. I think it was against Philadelphia. And even the announcer says, what does he have on his nose? It looks like a pig nose. I said, uh-oh.
Hold on a second, Mac. We got someone else calling and we can get everybody in.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello?
Hey, Ivan.
Hello.
Yeah, what's that?
What's going on? Hey, man, I got Mac the Clown on too. You know the clown he's the oldest super fan dressed up. We got you on a 3-way call here. But
What is it?
with Mac the Clown.
Mack the Quack, the Who Dat Clown.
The Who Dat Clown.
Oh, all right.
The Who Dat Clown is so the Who Dat Clown is we were just chatting, and the Who Dat Clown is actually he went to his first game when they was out there and he started dressing up in 1978. He was 28 years old.
Okay.
He bought season tickets at Tulane, right? And he said
No, I actually brought the season tickets for the Dome.
oh, for the Dome.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
in 78.
78 was the Dome. Yeah, Dome started in 75, I think.
Yes, 75, right, exactly.
75 was when they played in the, they actually played in the Tulane Stadium at that time.
They started the Dome opened up in 75 or 76. Yeah, they started playing in the Dome, 75 or 76.
Yeah. That's when I got I got married in 75, and that's when my wife says we're going to buy season tickets when we could afford them. We got it in 77, and we went through 77, 78 season ticket holders. So that's where how long we.
Ivan, so first of all, I was asking Mac, how did he start? Like I'd ask you, and you were. I don't know if you know this, Mac, but Ivan was actually he was at the first game too, but he was 8 and he was there and he.
That was in 60. That was in '67 or I think '67.
The dome was opened up in
No, I'm
'67.
talking about Tulane. I'm talking about Tulane.
Oh,
Stadium.
no. '67 was at Tulane Stadium.
That's
They
what I
didn't
said,
actually.
yeah.
I graduated from high school. I was in San Antonio at that time, so I couldn't go to the games. But
Yeah, I was
when I
at
came
the
back,
first one.
and then
I was a kid.
76 is 77 is when they opened the dome up, and that was the first year of the game. And I bought my season tickets in '78. We got my wife and I finally got season tickets, and I've been season ticket holders since then. And of course, we've added seats because we had the grandkids, kids, and the grandkids now. So that's where. And
Wow.
I don't, I always said, man, if I could just have all the money I paid on the Saints, I probably could buy me a nice house. Or
So, Mac, what was the worst season that you've
There you
been
go.
through?
the worst what?
Season.
The worst season, I guess it was, they started wearing bags, and I said I wasn't going to wear a bag. And I
What
said,
year
I'll
was
just
that?
stick with
Ivan,
the
can you
wig.
remember what year that was?
That was back
Well, when
in
it started with the ants,
Yeah.
and the bags and stuff, I don't
80.
exactly
That's
remember.
early 80. Early 80.
All right.
Wow.
Early 80s.
Damn.
And we went
that
1 in 14 or something like that.
One in
Not even
15, I think.
15, yeah, 1 in 15. They had 16 games in. But it was just a horrible year, and the people with bags, and Buddy Diliberto was up there saying that everybody should wear bags. Well, the way I feel right now, if you want to wear a bag, wear a plastic bag and tie it around your neck. Because I love the Saints. Okay?
So, Mac, so Ivan, this guy has worn an outfit for the last 40, how many years? That's just 40.
It's almost 47 years plus. I'll say that.
So I was going to say, holy shit. 40.
Okay, cool.
So,
Painted my face, I painted my face at one time. I was all the different designs. I probably stuck with the clown after we went to our first playoff game. Bobby Hebert.
All right, yeah. Who was coach? That was Jim Mora coaching then? That was Mora, right?
Yeah, that was Jim Mora coaching. Yes, that was him.
Right.
Jim Mora
started
was
What year was
coaching.
that? What year was that? Was that like 91 or something? Early 90s?
Yeah, early 90s, 89. But the thing is, I still, I was going to wear, I have a picture of me and my wife, and I have a yellow wig and suspenders and from way back when. I lost a lot of those pictures and everything in the storm. But, hey, it's funny. The story, my wife and I said, Katrina's not going to hit us. We're going to be able to just run off and then come back like other storms.
yeah, everybody said that.
Everybody said that. Well, my wife always says, well, we left and we made sure we had our Saints tickets when we left. Yeah, we would have that. All right. We saved our Saints tickets.
I had him too. Too, man. So I gotta tell you, man. Ivan want to come and break down. So Mac, I want to ask you one more thing, Mac. What is your record for us for this year?
Record for this year?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh my God! Yeah, don't get started. Oh gosh, we got 1-7. We've already finished half the season.
I'm just laughing because I know I
don't
can
think it's
picture
going to be
Ivan's
as bad
face
as.
right now.
This is the worst we've had was 1999 where we started this bad. Okay.
That's what they said.
1999.
That's what they said.
Yeah. And that's the historians know that better than me. But I would say we're going to win at least 4 more games. Now I'm putting my head on the block. Really? You want to chop it off?
No,
I like this.
So some people were saying 5 wins. I mean, a lot of people were under 4 and 3. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 4 or 3. Yeah.
So
it's just a matter of.
Okay.
I think this
let me get this down again here,
center's going
Mac.
to do good. Okay. What?
So the deal is, I was going to. I wanted to ask you this. I wanted to ask you this question, Mac. What do you have to say to any of the fans out there?
Replay. Look, I remember we had to have faith, They have a lot of faith in this coach. Have a lot of faith in the team, and just hope we just pull it out. That's the way we look at it. And I just hope our team stays healthy. That's for a reason or other. We have too many injuries in our for the Saints, and that's not good. Because when you get somebody a good line, it looked like they were gelling together for a while, and then all of a sudden it just fell apart.
So so a question. I'm gonna get you. I got a few more questions for you, Mac. The one is, so what do you think about the quarterback situation?
Whoa. I hate to say it, when you're running for your life, it's kind of hard to say. One of the things, he's a young quarterback. If you look at it, think of it, you've got a quarterback. The head coach was a quarterback. They have basically one of the offensive coordinator was a quarterback, and then they have another the quarterback coach. So you got 3 people forming the sky, and you got to almost develop. And he's almost telegraphing his passes. You got to be like I can't remember the quarterback for Buffalo Bills at one time, and even Johnny Unitas would do this. He would look off his he would look off his receivers. He'd look one way and he'd throw the other way.
But this guy stares them down.
He's staring them down. He's unfortunately staring them down.
Well, I think in that same note, if I can for 1 second, because I think you're on to something there. But what I think it is I don't think that he looks at the route. They don't know the routes that strong. I think he's looking to see them open rather than throwing the ball to a spot. Is where I think that he is.
But if you really, the guys that can really play that position, they know how to throw their guys open, and you can't. His problem is he's scared to throw the ball. First of all, like, 'cause you saw the other day when they played, and he had those 2 plays where he threw, they let him air it out. But they obviously don't open the playbook up for that kid because they don't trust him. That's what I see.
Yeah, that's
when
true
they do
too.
open it up, when they open it up, look what he do.
You're right about that. But some of those balls were still, like, even those good passes that he threw, some of them were behind him.
He threw the ball.
You got to. That's true. That's a lot of balls behind.
Even when he's.
So Mac,
all right,
I'm gonna let you bounce on this one here. So tell me this, Mac. Do you think that we're gonna make it to the playoffs?
I heard him laugh, and I'm not laughing.
Say that, bro.
I just you're gonna stay on. You're gonna stay on when Matt gets off.
That's funny.
We'd have to have.
Is this a comedy show? It's a comedy show.
Hey, I don't want to be pessimistic, but I always want to have a little bit of hope. There's always hope. If we win, I'd say maybe 7 more games.
No,
we'll make it to the playoffs.
Please, be real. But the way we looked yesterday, man, come on. Look, we got the home and scored 2 touchdowns, and then all of a sudden we look like we were a high school team.
Yeah, so I know this is the last one because I know that you like this guy, Mac, and I know it's gonna be hard for you to answer this question. So, what do you think about the coach? Do you think this coach is the guy?
I don't think he's a leader of men, bro. I don't think he's that leader. I don't think he has those qualities. I don't think he don't have the swagger and the confidence, the look. I mean, he doesn't look like he's very sure of what he's trying to get them to do or what he believes. I just don't see. I see him as a young guy. I see him as an assistant coach, and that's what he was. I don't see him as a head coach. I see him as he was an offensive coordinator under a guy that was a leader of men. I don't see him. Obviously, he won the Super Bowl, so that gives you. Sometimes people are coordinators and they're not meant to be head coaches. That's just my opinion.
So you mean like kind of like Dennis Allen, right? You kind of sound like a Dennis Allen type of a situation.
Yeah. Some people are meant to be coordinators and not head coaches.
That question was for Mac, but Mac.
They always pull that. Every year they pull it. Oh, this guy's going to be getting the head coach.
Well, I agree with you. He's young.
Some people are not meant, but I'm talking about even some of the guys that ain't young. Some of them are not meant to be a head coach. They specialize in what they specialize in, and they should stay with that longer. or something. I don't know.
No, I think so. Mac, I'm gonna let you answer because I mean, we didn't plan to have you guys on the same call together, but you know the producers took over and put it on there. So I think it's a cool thing now.
All right.
I think it's a cool thing. We normally would like to have this if you guys were sitting here. Like in these two seats here.
It sounds like a debate, okay?
No.
I'm in the store.
But I think that's good.
I'm buying Powerball and Mexican.
Yes.
Hey,
yeah.
we would have had a winning team if the Saints did not get rid of Hank Stram so soon. Okay.
Wow, my man
Hank
going
Stram
back
was a
to
winning
Hank
coach.
Stram. All right.
Okay.
So right, like I mean, so he went to Kansas City after, right, and won a championship.
No, he was with Kansas City.
He had a championship.
He came the other way after that.
Oh, wow.
No,
not way after that.
He was already an amazing coach. Yeah, he came to Saints like his aftermath. He was pretty much done. He was done.
But
it was the twilight of his career. That was what that was. Just like Mike Ditka came over here after he had done his best work, and then he came over here.
Kind of like the players too, right?
On the way to the sunset.
Kind of just like the players.
In the early days, that's what they used to do. They used to have like they had their cat Jim Taylor, who was a great player, who had been a great player. Then he came to the Saints in his last couple 2-3 years. He had a name. He had made a name for himself, but he wasn't hitting on nothing by the time he got with us. They've done this. We've seen that show before.
Yeah, I mean, so my Mac, my brother.
We played easy.
Yeah, but you see, Hank Stram wanted to get players, not like not sell a franchise for one player like Ditka did. That was the difference there.
Ditka tried to give the whole draft away for Ricky Williams.
Oh no, he did. He
gave a whole draft away. He gave a whole team away to get one player. That was Ditka's mistake. He was, no. Hank Stram wanted to win, and he wanted to win it his way. And unfortunately, the owner at that time was using the Saints as just to make money. Okay. Even said to.
I'm gonna ask Mac. I'm gonna ask you another.
He said even to Benson, why you want to do that? You got to make money. And Benson told him, I want to have a winner. Okay, go ahead.
So since Ivan answered your last question. And I'm gonna ask you. What
was the last one?
What did he think about the coach?
I didn't have a chance to answer that.
I know.
When you said playoffs, no. When you said, "Are we gonna make the playoffs?" You know what answer is playoffs.
That's what Jamie said. Playoffs. So, Dick, look, I want to say something about Mora too. Mora was a really solid coach that we had. We had some bad coaches until we need a coach like Mora right now. What you think he would be saying, Mac? That's the question I was going to ask you. I was going to say if Mora was coaching this team and they played like they played on Sunday, what do you think he would say?
He would be cussing them dudes out, man.
Oh, I know he would be cussing those dudes out. I know he would be. It's just a matter of carrying them up. He'd be carrying them up.
So Coach Payton would have easily cussed them out.
Yeah. So one of the things.
Would have chewed them dudes out so bad, man.
All right, Mac. The last question I'm gonna let you out, and so you can go, is this: you made it through the gauntlet. What do you think about Mickey Loomis?
Mickey Loomis was trying to kick it's been trying to kick the can down the road for another championship too much, paying a lot of players.
Mickey Loomis?
Yep.
Yeah. He, you look at it, he's getting these high-priced players, but I think what they're doing is looking for just money and not really playing. And that was their mistake, and that's why some of it cost us maybe some games, or they were not playing. That one time he actually got a guy that rode a bicycle on us right in front of me the whole season, and we were paying him. We were just paying guys for no reason at all.
So you're saying he was warming up all year, huh?
Yeah. And I wish I could remember his name. I would say it on the air, but I'm not.
Yeah, you're right, Mac.
Some of these players are coming.
I know I called you, man. I thank you for your time. And look, Mac, we want to have you on again like Ivan calls all the time. I want you to call all the time, too, because, look, the season's going to start getting rough. I think it's going to get worse before it gets better. So we're gonna need your enlightenment. We're gonna need some words of wisdom from a person who's still going out there, putting on paint, still dressing up, and still showing up. You're gonna be there on this week, huh? You're gonna be there this.
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there cheering on and saying, "Beat the heck out of the Buccaneers."
There you go.
Hey,
so
look,
the
this is our first.
The Buccaneers are getting killed right now.
This
by
is
the
our
way.
first divisional game that we're having this coming week.
That's the first divisional game, and I hope we beat the hell out of them.
There's a chance we could beat every divisional opponent twice and still make the playoffs.
I was gonna save that for you for Ivan, see, but it's okay. That's a good Ivan setup question right there.
Hold
up. You can think about that for a second, Ivan. You can think about that for a second. But what I was saying is this: that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers just lost Evans. He got carted off. Let's send out some presents for him. And then they're losing 24-9 right now. And I think they just turned the ball over again.
Whoa!
Oh man!
Yeah, when they carted Evans off, Lattimore was at home clinking the glasses. He was like, "Yeah, see that."
Says, "Here's to you, toasting away." Yeah. Okay then.
Yeah, you're right, Mac. I love you, man. I'll see you in the dome, Mac. What section are you sitting in the dome, Mac?
Section 135.
Hey, man.
I sat in the front.
What row?
And that's where I want my front seat. First row.
All right, for 135, keep them loud, Mac. And look, on first downs and second downs, try and get them to clap, man. Really. I mean, I looked at them.
Yeah.
All right, Mac. Take care, brother.
Thanks for
your
calling,
time.
Mac. It's great to have you on the show.
I'll try to get my section to be the loudest in the dome. Watch out.
I think you're going to be getting a rival on that.
Unfortunately, let me say this, too, while everybody's in here and everything else. I really think the fans got to quit selling their tickets to the opposing team. I mean, that's where it is. Go to the game, guys.
Tell them, Mac.
Support the Saints.
So tell them one more thing, Mac. I want to ask you about the fans. What you think of the fans get this season from an A to an F? The home games, their home team, like it's on third down.
I give them an F because I hate to say third down is the only time they say it. Third down's the only time they're loud, and then you can't even outshout the other teams because they have more. San Francisco, they had more red than black and gold.
Yep, they sold their tickets.
I remember that.
You guys heard it. The longest member of the Who Dat Nation that paints himself up, ladies and gentlemen.
Black and gold.
Mr. Who Dat Clown. Yeah, he's in the Hall of Fame too in Canton with the super fans. He's in PUFA, the Professional Ultimate Football Fan Association, and it's recognized by the Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio.
Nice.
And hey, Mac, we're going to go down there for Drew Brees this year, man. I'm in the room with you, all right, buddy?
God bless you, brother. Yeah.
All right, Mac. Who that? God bless you, too, man.
This time I let you sleep on the floor. I'm always
you're right. Who that? Yeah, you're right, Mac.
Bye-bye. Who that?
Ciao.
Bye-bye.
Ivan, hang on there. You on with us?
I'm here.
Yeah, you're right, Mac.
All right. Goodbye.
Ciao, brother.
Ivan, thanks for hanging on the line there.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, you got the line for yourself.
We want a little personal time with you. We wanted to get your take on this week's Saints game.
Yeah, but see, we were running behind, but we had Nigel on the hold too, but he sent me a text. He's going to Australia tomorrow. He's got a pack, so I told him we'll just get him on the other one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we wanted to get an action pack one for the 1-5 New Orleans Saints. Wanted to get some people's real opinions about it.
Oh my God.
So I knew I was gonna be like a yin and a yang on this show, right? I know Mac was gonna go. The dude dresses up in the full clown outfit. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I mean it is impressive, man. 1978, you've been dressing up as a Saints fan in general.
Come on, my man.
Yeah,
the guy.
that's crazy, dude. I mean, I don't even know people did
that
anything that long. I mean, not even jobs and shit that long, right? This dude's following a terrible ass team that long. I mean, I'm 32 years this year, so
But 2009, he got his payoff.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, so young. Let's get round to the roll our sleeves up and take the lipstick off this pig and look at it for what it is, man. I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know, I was watching this game, and you know, to me, this game was ranked right up there with the Seattle game. I didn't see them quit, but I did see them play some horrendous football, and saw some horrendous coaching too. Really, I mean,
it looked really pedestrian, man. It looked like it was so beneath mediocre.
And that's what I'm thinking.
It was so beneath mediocre. That's what's really horrible and hard to you got to admit.
So do you think? We should be extremely worried, because here's a game where if you can't get up for this game, your ex-coach, head coach, you know, he's going to try and knock your brains out, regardless of what team he's on.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then he knows everything that your quarterback has.
That's what I was thinking.
Tendencies, he knows.
And is it alarming that they couldn't get up for this game, or could maybe, like, you know, I was almost trying to give Colin Moore a little chance to say, hey, look, give him a break half the season. He kind of looks like a ho-hum kind of guy, you know. But you know, look at Taysom Hill. He's a Mormon. He's a beast, but he don't really talk a lot, you know. So I was hoping that he might have some of that energy in him, but it doesn't seem to be that way.
They didn't have the plays. They didn't have anything for Taysom to really do anything except that one play that didn't stand. That was supposed to be a lateral, and it turned into a forward pass. I don't see him opening up any kind of. I mean, at this point, when you're we go into this game where we're 1-5. You pretty much don't have anything to lose at this point. You need to try something. I mean, what are you holding out hope for? You got to try some different things. And him handing the ball off to Kamara down the middle every time we get the ball is the most frustrating thing to watch. When you finally give it to him around the end or somewhat in space, he does a little something. When you give it to him right there in between the tackles, not even off tackle. It's like between guard and tackle, or at best, that's just 4 out as you see him running on those particular handoffs. To me, it's a waste of a down every time.
And so do you blame
2 yards max?
Is it a both person, or do you blame one or the other? Because here's what I see all the time. The same thing that you're saying, the same frustration. But what I'm not seeing is a vision. And like I know I play football, bro. If you running and the tackles the holes are closing up and the dudes are just holding up a block.
I'm running outside.
Yes, I'm saying, is Kamara hurt?
I don't understand that. I want to see.
Is he
Kamara
hurt?
I
don't know if they're putting him in a.
No.
I mean, when he was running pretty good, when they threw him the ball, and he was like, you know, he was getting 4 or 5 yards, but like whenever they hand the ball in the tackles, man, and now it's really going to be, you know, challenging, considering that I don't know if you know this already, but Miller time, Kendrick Miller tore his ACL.
Yeah,
he's out for the season,
and he was our power.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was our power runner.
We got his ACL. Oh
my
God!
Not only that, I hope you're sitting down and you're not driving, because Eric McCoy tore his bicep. He's out for the season too.
Oh, he's done. Oh yeah, they better. You know what? They better. Oh, and now that makes it to where it's, to even try to bring this other kid in is shook. You know,
he's gonna be shook.
That's like throwing. Yeah, exactly. It's like I don't even know what you do at this point. I think they got some backup. They got some backup
for them. For the good news is for no. Eric McCoy is Eric McCoy. Don't get me wrong. I don't know if the stat boy can figure out. Spat man can figure out who the backup is for the center. But I think they knew that they had that issue last year, so they wanted to say, hey, if we have this issue again this year, we're going to be ready. You know, so I would hope that that's how that went. And I know they were spending a lot of time on that offensive line. But why don't you just give us your elevator, not pitch, but your elevator scoop on your hypothesis, on your educated guess of what is what was your take on this game Sunday?
You talking to me?
Yeah, the last Sunday. What was your take?
Okay, you know what? I'm really frustrated about it, because when the game first started, I mean, the first the first quarter or so, almost, we just looked abysmal. We looked horrible. And then we scored the 2 touchdowns, which out of nowhere. We had 2 big plays that we made, and we put 14 points on the board. So I'm like, oh, wow. And it gave me a false sense of hope. I would soon find out. Because right after that, our defense gets a 3 and out, and we either Spencer either threw the interception at that point or he fumbled the ball. No, he fumbled.
That's what he
he's
fumbled.
Getting pressure, and he's holding the ball with one hand, which is like the most
Like a loaf of bread
fundamentally
coming home from the
wrong
store.
thing to do, especially if you're in the midst of all those big guys, all in the trenches in there. You're not even running in space. You're in guys are literally a half a foot on either side of you, and you're holding the ball with one hand. What are you trying to do? To see that fundamentally bad play, that is the who's steering this ship? I mean, coaching, that comes ball security. We used to hear, and I hate to always go back to Coach Payton, but he was that's the reference point I have.
He brought us to the mountaintop, bro. Come on, man.
He would stress ball security. If a guy fumbled, he would take him out of the game for a minute, for at least a play.
Don't they take a player out? Don't they take the player out? If you look at really good teams, I think whenever they fumble or do a bad play, even you don't have to fumble.
They go to the
if you go outside or something, they come and pull them off. I don't know.
You commit a horrendous penalty that's unnecessary, and there's penalties going on all the time, but when you get caught, obviously. But if you do something that's totally kills a drive or a big play that happened and you did an unnecessary hold and you get caught, you see those dudes going to the sidelines.
Yeah,
I don't see that with this team. So when I watch other games, I see that happen all the time.
So it goes back to me for the head coach again. So, and strengthening the guys with as far as forums like ball protection, understanding like the understanding where the game is at the point in time, and like ball security at crucial points in the red zone. Like that's not, you don't even have to be like, it could be 0-0, but in the red zone, ball security, like you beating that into the guys because we made it down here. We can't fumble the ball. We can't turn it over, right? So you would think they would constantly be talking about ball security in those situations. If you go back to Devon, speaking of this guy, Johnson, he's flexing after a 2-yard gain, and we're 20-0 down. He's up. And someone said that the game before, but I didn't really pay attention. But it hit me like a ton of bricks. I saw your boy on the sideline. Well, he had gotten popped, is what it was. He should have just got up and shook it off, but he got up and flexed. Like, I know maybe sometimes when you get hit real hard, you don't know what you're doing sometimes. I just said, jumping up in front of the damn bench, flexing when we're down 20-0, dude. You didn't even get like a touchdown. You got like 3 to 4 yards, I think. So, but I guess that's, again, I'm trying to push this angle to you to see what you think about. I mean, you said it right when you was talking to Mack, and I knew Mack liked the coach because before you got on the phone, he said that he goes, I really like the coach. We got the right coach. And then when I asked him,
when was this said?
It was said right before you jumped on the phone.
Earlier. You know what? You know what? No, all due respect, and stuff. I don't like to be saying negative stuff about anybody.
I feel that.
When you run, it's so frustrating to watch this team play now, knowing some of the so-called weapons that we have. I mean, we got guys that would probably be pretty damn good on other teams that have a better infrastructure. Right now, our infrastructure is for shit. Okay? Our infrastructure ain't worth nothing, and that's the problem. Is you got to have an infrastructure. You got to have a foundation. Our foundation is really pool right now, and that's what I see. Especially after you get a momentum, you score a couple touchdowns, and then you fall apart immediately. You don't. With this team, we have not held on to any momentum at any point this season. Not once.
Dude,
Not one time did we feel confident for no more than not even a half of a quarter of a game. We have not felt confident at all. I mean, we felt that false sense of hope, or we want to be hopeful, and then we see them do something good, and we say, "Oh, great, we in this thing." Because right quick, we were in it. Right, it was 20-14. I'm like, "All right,"
You're right
and then
there.
immediately he fumbles the ball. We fumble, and then he throws a pick, and then your boy Juwan Johnson drops the ball that he's supposed to catch. That kind of stuff, and then you see this guy throw a ball behind the guy, and come on, man.
Fundamentally
fundamentals.
Not there.
You got to be coached like you're young. The problem is, I know we have a young guy who's coaching. You have to coach the older. You have to coach the young, the old. Your team. We have one of the oldest teams in the league.
Yeah, we do.
We got old guys, and we got the youngest coach in the league. If you can't command respect, or at least get your veterans and say, "Look, man, we got to rally these guys." At least have the respect of your vets to where they got your back, and they're holding all the squad accountable. You know, I don't see that. I
feel like I don't know if he has it as a whole, the team. You know what I mean? I don't know, because it's almost, I feel like he has like almost a substitute teacher effect. You know what I mean? Like all these guys are new.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's not like that he's like been there with them in the fight. You know what I mean? Like, not saying that he isn't in there with them right now and they're earning it all together. And obviously the teams are way closer sometimes, or way further away than fans would know. But what I see when like Sean Payton, like you'd see that. And, the only words that really fit in the NFL when you talk about a bunch of alpha males is like a leader of men, because like you're going to get checked by all those guys anyway. You're going to have to be able to come back at them. And a lot of them are young millionaires with attitudes, and you can't just talk to them any kind of way, because you can lose them a lot of times. But if you can go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry.
When you got like people like Sean Payton, how doing clever shit that he got from the old school down the line with Parcells and those guys, they know how to get to those young cats. They know how to like let them understand when they come in. Here, young buck, this is what's up. Like, the Rick, like, and they build that leadership that you talking about that they have. The whole team is on that tip, right? It ain't just.
It's about respect. Yes, about respect. And when you see your leader, he commands respect. He's respected, and you're gonna go and hang. You're gonna go and follow him. You'll go into a bar with him, or wherever, and he's got your back. Sean, Coach Payton, look what kind of stuff he does. He looked back at our squad and he grabbed the guys that he thought had promise. I'm gonna put these guys on my squad. He's got Lutz. He's got Will Lutz making field goals.
He won the game.
We're missing freaking.
He won the game for him last week.
He won a game on a field goal. Come back in the fourth quarter, down. I don't know how many points yesterday.
Yeah,
Jesus, they were
almost
down,
every one of our games. He's missed a field goal. Our guy.
Oh,
no. So that's some the fundamentals and things like that. Like what? How do you fix that? And my man who was on there earlier was talking about all the quarterbacks in the room. Well, you got the quarterback coach. You said Kellen Moore was once a quarterback, and all of this stuff. Why doesn't Kellen Moore? That's not his guy. He comes in, and we have a guy, Rattler, who was here already, and he's not. He was somebody
wasn't handpicked by Kalen, right? It wasn't like a guy he like, I like this guy's strength.
It wasn't his guy.
That was Dennis Allen's guy, and that was my point. That's why Dennis Allen like basically knew exactly all his strong points, knew exactly where he was weak. I mean, because he kept throwing sharp passes. Like he didn't throw one long pass besides those first two, and then they shut them all down.
Yeah. That blows my mind. That. I mean, when you got a guy, and I'm talking about the coach. who on this team is someone he championed or said, that's my guy? Or did he pull anybody into the squad? Did
I
he
mean,
have
some
anything
coaches,
to do
I
with?
think. I mean, I'm probably not the right person to ask, but
Staley, Brandon Staley was with him on the Chargers.
Right.
And you know what? Brandon Staley was the head coach when he was the offensive coordinator for the Chargers.
Yep.
And then he left and he went to the Eagles. Moore did. Now, I don't know what Brandon Staley, I don't know what he did for a year or so, but now he's with us. Not saying that he's a bad defensive coordinator. I can't really tell sometimes because they get some stops and then they can't stop a running nose.
But the thing is, I was using it. I think I told my mother-in-law they can't stop running water. They really couldn't. They were like they were just getting worn out. But what I was saying about these guys is this, man. I just think that a lot of the guys are just not coached well. And what I mean is a lot of guys on that, they just don't look cohesive. They're always getting like one person's always off. And I mean, I think that's just like we don't have that eager. Like we call him a Michael Thomas 13th wall, Jay, right? So the thing is, this guy, and it was just a different team, a different culture. Like if he dropped the ball, he was about to do about 50 push-ups. I seen him like that whole training camp stuff. Like he never took the ball out of his hand. You know what I mean? Like these guys are like,
it's a different culture. I mean, I look at Kellen Moore every time they show him on the sidelines, and he looks like somebody just took his lunch money. I mean, like he just doesn't have that much fire. He looked like somebody just took his lunch money. Man.
Somebody took his lunch money.
Yeah, right.
She coming in with the inside heat on the corner of the plate, dude.
Yeah. That's cold-blooded.
So look, man, I gotta tell you, man, you and I, man, we need to get some real good seat belts. We need to put ourselves in and a lot of popcorn and some iced teas and buckle up, man, because it's gonna get a little bumpy. But look, tell me this: what do you think about the? Would you got anything to say to the fans out there? Some words of encouragement. Or not.
I'm at a loss for words at that one. I'm on a group text with some brothers, some friends of mine that I've known from back in the days.
So tell me,
look,
this is not the only good news vibes network. You could tell me what's the feed's about. Talk to me about the temperature of the feed. I mean, you don't have to tell me everything, but like tell me like some, do they have people calling that looking like Caleb Moore getting his lunch money taken out in that feed? Taken from him, getting bullied.
A good one. You know what? I like that one.
Yeah, he does. Look, they show him on the film. He's like, "Oh, somebody took my lunch money."
Yeah, he's looking kind of rough. He's looking frustrated and not very. He doesn't look optimistic about anything.
No.
Especially on that sideline, he's looking pretty much like, "Oh, here we go."
So one of the calls I got who do you think made this call? Remember when they ran the 2-run plays at Kamara and they got like absolutely nothing? They lost 2 on the second one on the run.
That's what Ivan was talking about. They do it all the time. Every time on first down, right up the gut. And there's just nothing there.
Right. But I mean, that's what I was asking Ivan when we first started. Do you think it's Kamara? Like, should he say, man, look, I can bounce this shit out and run it to the edge of the cones? Because nobody's going to get him on the sideline. But it's almost like, I love Kamara, and I hope he don't get mad if he hears me say this, but I almost feel like he has his eyes closed, and he's just running right into the back of somebody.
But there's usually nowhere to go right there.
I'm like, dude, you can't see that you're running right into the back of like the teeth of not only the offense, but your defensive line, and there's nothing happening there. And
you know what? I really can't tell. And you know what? Sometimes, even like, so when I see guys come from that spot, and when a guy's under center, see, and that's another thing. Like, it seems like when he hands him the ball in the shotgun, and he goes right up to middle. I would rather see him under center, and Kamara be a little further back, like a lot of those backs are. And they wait for those blocks to develop. It looks like he's going in there, and the block
that's like almost like Just a nice little
It looks
coaching
like-
adjustment. But
It
then,
looks like it hasn't even looked like the blocks haven't. If there's going to be a block,
so do you
it
think
don't look
that
like
the
it's had time to
defensive?
even develop.
You think they're scared that the defensive line is gonna overwhelm him by the time he get the ball? They're just gonna catch him like 3 yards in the backfield or something. I mean,
I think he's fast enough for that not to happen. But a lot of those guys, I see them by the time they get to the line of scrimmage, get up there where the bodies are. There's some development and there's maybe a little crease here and there. But when they hand him the ball, it's like nobody's even done. It's like there's no creases. There's nothing. I don't know what is that. Was that the timing of handing the ball up? But I don't know. And especially when he's in the shotgun and he hands it to him. And I mean,
so check
if he
this
did
out.
more of that read option stuff, if he did more of that, I would maybe not be so opposed to seeing it all the time. But it's not like the play action is almost non-existent. You can't really establish a run game. Yeah, and then and as Rattler does have legs and he can run, they should do more of that read option stuff. But they really don't.
So look, I got some housekeeping, and then I'm gonna ask you a question. Housekeeping is this: Atlanta just got not Atlanta. I wish it was Atlanta, but it was our other ones.
The Bucks.
The Bucks. The Bucks lost 9-24 in Detroit.
Right, they just lost.
Yeah, and then they got Seattle's up 7-0 in the first quarter in 7 minutes with against the Texans. But the thing I want to ask you was this. Man, did it seem like to you, because it seemed like this to me, that Chicago and Foz, if you're listening, bro, I don't take that. I'm not trying to be rude, but did it seem like both of our teams suck? Like that was a very beatable team.
We both look so clumsy.
Like they fumbled the ball on the snap like twice.
We both
and
looked
I mean,
like
I'm just like, I was like, we got a shot, and I'm like, God damn, how can we be this bad with this badass team?
Yeah.
But I want to give a little bit. I want to give a little bit of a break for. I mean, it was a short field goal, but I'm going to give a little bit of a break to your boy Groupie, because I know, man, I've been in that place, and it was swirling winds. Even though when you look at him when he kicked, the wind wasn't blowing there. The flag was laying on the thing, and I'm like, how did he miss it? But that wind in there next to the lake, bro, is serious. It was very serious.
That's Soldier Field, but also, you know what? You know where you at on the field, and you're not confident enough. You know what? If he might miss the field goal, do we trust our team to try to go for it? No. So we're gonna go with him, knowing he might miss it. I'd rather just go for it, and then you're still in the same place that you are, and you have no confidence whatsoever in anybody to make a positive play there. So you're gonna go for the field goal, and he misses it.
So
I don't.
So Young, we're gonna get you out here on this. What do you have to say to that fan of the 1-5 New Orleans Saints for the rest of the season to keep them going?
Hey, I got something very positive. Most of us, we're in New Orleans. We either know how to cook, or we know somebody who knows how to cook very good. Or we have a lot of good restaurants with good food. So make sure you got good food on Sunday.
Yes.
And
yes,
we got that going for us. So
hey, look,
I mean,
we can't get out of here without talking about how amazing this show was this weekend, man. Oh my God, bro.
Oh man, your Sly show was one of the best shows I've seen in years.
Me too.
That was pretty
I
sick.
told Tony Hall the same thing. But I want to ask you, dude, that view. I got a video. I think I sent it to you. But the view from the stage must have been epic, huh? With all the people, look at the river. I love that venue, man. I love that venue of the Spanish Plaza, bro. That whole joint right there is a nice little joint. Like you go around there for one show. They had the little restaurant, Delacroix. All the people were there. A shout out to John Besh and Wiley.
Was good. We went over there.
Yeah,
we went over
it was
there.
awesome.
Good
That's
stuff.
my girl there, man. We was there. We loved it. And a lot of people were saying that place made that festival, because they're like, you can go get away from everything, go sit down there, eat a little something, go at the bar, hang out, go back out there, listen to a little music. But I love the venue, though, that you can just be right on the river. I just love being by water, man, with all the negative ions. But being on the stage, looking out because it looked packed. There had a lot of people. I mean, it's, I'm thinking about the bird's eye view. It's not that big of a place, but looking at from where I was, when your back's to the water, you see the bridge and you do a 360 scan. You're looking at the Four Seasons. You got the aquarium. You got all these buildings.
That's a nice spot, man. I really dig that spot.
It was awesome, man. So what are you going to be playing next? I know you're playing tomorrow.
I'm playing tomorrow. I'm playing tomorrow at Chihuahua.
Nice.
It's actually the wife's birthday, so I'm actually just kind of playing there because that's basically kind of we kind of made a deal. She's for my present. You play somewhere for my birthday, so I'm playing at Chihuahua.
So you're gonna be playing a lot of cool songs that she likes. I like those songs.
I'll play some.
I saw some of them at the.
Yes, I'll play a lot of stuff.
You're probably gonna play some of the same ones
you
you played at the Four Seasons. I like those songs.
I do. I'll do some.
Well, Ivan, thanks for joining us on the 504 Fan Cave.
Absolutely,
thank y'all for having me.
Thank you, man. You're always welcome.
Talking with y'all. Thank y'all.
Always. Who that, bro? I'll see you soon.
Who that? Have a great night. And let's beat him this weekend, huh?
Yeah, you're right. What do you think?
What's the Bucks?
Give us
the Bucks.
Yep. What's the keys to us winning?
I don't know. We have to find some sort of consistency somewhere and some positive. We have to find some momentum and go with it. And hopefully not turn the ball over.
Yeah.
Because you know how many turnovers we have?
4.
And how many games? No, we have 6 turnovers.
Wow.
No, 8. We have 8. No, we have 8. I'm sorry.
I mean, the whole season?
8. And for the whole, how many? 6 games?
6 games, yeah.
6 games. We have 8 turnovers.
We're 6-1.
7 games. We have 8. Okay, we have 8 turnovers. I'm talking about the offense have turned the ball over 8 times. We haven't taken the ball away 8 times. We have lost the ball.
We're 1-5
times.
is what we are, right? I think we're 1-5. We're not 1-6. We're 1-5. We only had 6 games, I think, right? I'm pretty sure.
And
we are currently 1-6. We are currently 1-6.
And we have turned the ball over 8 times.
And our starting center will be Eric McCoy.
No, Eric McCoy's out.
I'm sorry. No, our starting center, is Luke Fortner. Eric McCoy's the guy.
So that's the guy from Seattle, right?
Yeah.
See, I knew they had somebody from him.
They traded for him in the preseason.
Yes, exactly. I knew they fixed it. Speaking of, Seattle's on the way driving.
So we got somebody to step up.
Yeah, we shall see. I mean, next man up, son. That's how it is. And then I think our theme's gonna be ice up. Yeah, you're right. All right, son. Thanks, Ivan. I appreciate your time, bro. The music was splendid, bro. It was good. And Uncle Cyril killed it, bro. With them. Oh, that was fire, too.
Yeah, it was good.
Let me tell you, bro, that New Orleans Funk Fest killed it, this guys. Yeah, you're right, young. Peace.
Pretty good.
In a little bit,
All right, y'all.
All right, thanks for joining us. Have a great night. And thank you out there in podcast and YouTube land for joining us on the 504 Fan Cave. Remember, like, subscribe, and share. And we'll be here every week for you.
Hey, who that, guys? Who that?